Spivey is with us. Good morning, Jay.
Gentlemen, what's up?
Hola, Mr. Spivey.
Okay. I'm going to do something that a producer once upon a time told me not to do.
Can I start before you do that, so man?
Go for it.
Buddy. Go ahead.
Mr. Game Warden, I'm sure you could help me. I've been told I can shoot rabbits and goats and pigeons and dirty skunks and ducks. Can you tell me what season it really is?
Why, certainly, my boy. It's baseball season. Wait, just a moment. I need the prop. And my beautiful daughter got me this. Why, certainly, my boy. It's baseball season.
Right.
And
Basketball season.
where we're starting. And what'd you say?
Basketball season.
And since it is baseball season, Mr. J. Spivey, in our series of What Must Your Team Do to Get Back on Top, and I know you're a big fan of the Atlanta Braves, I'll give you the floor. What must they do?
I not want to talk about
avoiding injuries.
Yeah.
When have we not avoided injuries?
The Braves, for whatever reason, are a mash unit the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, they've been that way since 21 when they won the thing.
Well, that's because they let Freddie Freeman leave, but that's another point.
And he went on to win 2 more World Series.
Right.
Unfortunately, Braves are so much of a mash unit. Alan Alda has been the manager for the past 3 years.
Well, yeah. They've just started camping. I've got two pitchers on the 60 day IL.
60 days. They just started camp and they got 2 pitchers on the 60-day IL. Ouch.
And you want to talk about baseball.
Absolutely.
And my Atlanta Braves, who are already on the injured list.
Absolutely, I do. Because
you
Jay's a Braves fan as well.
You couldn't even wait for first pitch to happen.
I mean, no. Playmaker, look at this way.
You're darn tootin'. You know why I'm starting? You know why I'm talking about baseball and starting with the Atlanta Braves? Because I am metaphorically giving the finger to an old producer who told me not to talk about baseball.
I'll put it this way, Playmaker.
Listen.
I was a Playmaker. Unfortunately, the Braves are like the baseball version of the 49ers. Injury immediately.
Yes.
I'm going to give the middle finger to people who, a good friend of mine, the WBC starts next week, and he says it's contrived and made up. And that baseball can only be played in home stadiums.
No, don't worry.
He thinks the Field of Dreams game, the London game, the Hall of Fame game, all that stuff. The game to honor the Negro Leaguers in Alabama, that was tried and made up. All this stuff is made up. The only thing should count as games at home stadiums.
What?
Wait a minute. What?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I told him.
That's like a bronze-sexual answer.
Baseball is like any other sport needs to do stuff like this. Why do you think the NBA plays in Europe or Africa or wherever? Why do you think the hockey? I mean, do you think hockey's not going to get a bump after what happened yesterday?
Right. Exactly. It's going to get and women's hockey especially is going to get a major bump.
Yeah.
A sweep of gold. Women's team sweeps gold. The hockey is going to get a bump and a half.
Oh shit!
And where was Gary Bettman yesterday?
What?
Nowhere to be found.
Playmaker has something. What's up?
I have something. This is what I'm looking at.
What are you looking at, or do I want to know?
Victor, take a guess who's on first take right now.
Yawn.
Who's on first take right now?
I never watch it. It's garbage.
Trick Williams.
Oh, is Last Legend with him?
No.
Oh, just Trick Williams? Okay.
I'm sorry, did you say Caleb Williams?
No,
no.
Williams, the wrestler.
Good. I was going to say shut your mouth.
It's a wrestler.
Caleb Williams. I hate you for that. I hate you for that.
So
back to business.
When did you join the dark side, by the way?
Me?
Yeah, you.
This ain't the dark side.
When did you cross over to the dark side?
This isn't the dark side.
Hold on a second.
Sorry that we just finished rehearsals and the lights are all off. Do you want me to turn them back on?
You got the horns. You got it. You're like, what is this?
Jay, let me ask you a question.
Concert rehearsal.
Jay, let me ask you a question. You echoed my thoughts about First Take and how horrible that show is. Why did it go down the crapper so fast?
It's been garbage for years.
This is true.
I mean,
it was cold. It was called cold pizza once upon a time.
What was the catalyst? I'll ask Mr. Spivey that question. What was the catalyst for like the downfall or the downturn?
Well,
downfall.
Honestly,
what downfall?
They pretty much. They only want to talk mostly about the Cowboys and the Lakers and LeBron. It's 2 hours every day of garbage.
And then New York.
And they never. I mean, the stuff that nobody cares about is 2 hours of mess. They never talk about anything but the NBA and the NFL.
Matter of fact, that's not just First Take. That's ESPN. Period.
True.
Well, Get Up's just as bad. Get Up's horrible too. I never watched either one of them. Other than live sports, and maybe for Scott Van Pelt, the only show I watch, and I watch it daily. Watch it daily. Pardon Interruption is the best show on that channel.
PCI. I used to like Around the Horn because Jay Mariotti used to be on there, but then that
Around the Horn got too political for me.
Yeah.
Well, ESPN got too political for me. Speaking of ESPN and speaking of baseball, NBC now has Sunday Night Baseball.
Well, let's hope they give some respect, unlike the previous channel.
I hope so.
When did that happen? I missed that part. When I was like,
well, it starts here in about 6 weeks, so get used to it.
When did NBC grab it?
Because ESPN
at the end of last season, they grabbed it right after the World Series. Because
ESPN doesn't care about baseball.
ESPN lost their love for baseball a long time ago when they fired John Miller and Joe Morgan. That's
got rid of baseball tonight.
That's when the decline started. Baseball Tonight was then jettisoned. All right, because Chris Berman.
ESPN didn't get rid of baseball because they got the MLB network with them.
Yes, that's true, but they got rid of baseball.
But their flagship program, the reason ESPN got into baseball was Sunday Night Baseball, and now it is not there. NBC now has it.
Hey,
NBC now has Sunday Night Baseball.
Look on the bright side, though, Snowman. Whenever the WNBA wants to get their stuff together, guess what will be taking place?
Oh, I know. NWSL and WNBA, although I fear the WNBA won't either play at all or it'll be a very short season. That'll be affected
by this year.
We're 2.5 months away from the WNBA supposedly starting, and they have no agreement really.
No agreement whatsoever, and it's a FIBA break too, because you have the FIBA World Cup this summer.
I'll be covering the preliminary round next month, but I fear there will be no WNBA season. I'd love to be wrong.
They don't know how to run a league.
Dear Kathy Engelbert, yes, it is you.
No, here's the thing, and me and Cole, we've been trying to say this, like, ladies, you can't get everything you want right now.
It's not going to happen. I don't blame it all for sitting out.
It is not going. You're not going to get everything that you want. It's not going to happen right now.
It just took you to the last 2 years to get some popularity to your league.
And why is that?
Caitlin Clark,
the person they give no respect to.
I have a snowman's take about that, but I'll do that later in the afternoon. So that'll drop before the pregame show tonight. But NBC now has Major League Baseball back for the first time in a long time since
Bob
the
Costas
baseball
is back doing it.
Bob Costas is
He's
indeed back
doing
doing
show
it
every week.
I'm gonna love it.
Deets had a question for both Jay and for Playmaker, so I can find it. What does BPI mean in college basketball?
Basketball
power index.
Okay,
take it away. Did you beat the teams in front of you? Did you beat the best teams in the game you play?
Let me put it like this: you
take it away.
You can take the
take
basketball
that away.
power index and say who you beat, your quad one wins. Who you beat doesn't quad one. That's it.
Did you beat the teams in front of you when you needed to?
No.
That's my measuring stick.
Not in the ACC.
Go back to Saturday. Houston and it. Look, go back to Saturday. And thank you, Jay, for that segue. Duke took down number 1 Michigan. Number 4 Arizona took down number 2 Houston. We're waiting on the polls to come out a little bit later. They have not come out yet.
Duke will be number 1 this week.
Duke will be. Matter of fact, I just say reverse it.
Matter of fact,
Duke 1, Arizona 2, Michigan 3, and Houston 4. Let's reverse it. That's all you got to do.
Which means Connecticut again will be on the outside looking in at the top 5. But Connecticut doesn't deserve to be in the top 4 anyway after they lost to St. John's.
They shouldn't have lost to Creighton at home.
Who's
they shouldn't have lost to Creighton. Exactly. They shouldn't have lost to Creighton.
Coach?
Speaking of which,
Richard Pitino is one of the best coaches in the history of college basketball. The Duke coach.
That's why St. John's is where they are in the Big East.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, what's the vibes like down in Carolina?
St. John's is where they are in the Big East. UConn may have played themselves out of a top 4 seed.
No, I think they'll get a top 4 seed.
UConn may have.
There's still plenty of time.
No, they won't unless
you telling me.
Show me something. If they show me something, if they show me something in the tournament.
Look, you already got 3 spots. I don't think the winner of the SEC is getting the top seed unless it's Florida. And if they just want to do everybody, but I don't see who's going to do everybody in the conference. So you have 1 spot left. That's going to UConn.
The top 4 seeds played this past Saturday.
I'm telling you, Snowman.
The 4 number ones, I beg your pardon.
If Duke wins the ACC, they're a 1 seed.
Which they will.
If Michigan wins the Big 10, they're a 1 seed.
They're number 1 seed.
If Arizona or Houston wins the Big 12, they're a 1 seed. There's only 1 spot left. It's not going to the Southeastern Conference champion unless it's Florida, and they feel confident about Florida because Florida's right there at the 3 line right now, so they're not far off from a 1 seed. And then there's UConn. That's pretty much it. UConn was like gonna get a 1 seed. Who's gonna stop them in the Big East when it counts?
Nobody.
St. John's.
But it doesn't even matter. As long as you get in, who cares?
Yeah. And they should, something Jay and I talked about, they should trim the field back down to 64.
Not happening. They're actually going to probably make it
I know
96 before
they trying to add more.
I know that. They shouldn't.
They're literally trying to take the first 4 and make it a whole round.
Perfect. They want to ruin it.
They literally want to take the first 4 and make it a whole round.
They had it at 64 teams. You should have left it alone.
You're gonna have 64 teams, and I understand why. Make it the bottom, however many teams, or have some of those last teams truly last teams to get in. Not your 16 seeds who won their conference tournament. They earned their right to get in. Like in a year or 2 ago in Carolina. Let Carolina play, Michigan State or somebody in that or whatever. I'm just throwing names out because obviously they're both coming in the tournament this year. I'm just throwing names out.
Right.
Not have Siena versus North Carolina A&T or whomever.
Right. When they expanded to 64 teams in 1985, you had it perfect.
Yeah,
left it alone.
Yeah, at this point, you're gonna have March Madness right after the Super Bowl if this keeps up.
Yeah, I know, and that frightens me.
There's so many teams and there's so many games you have to get it. You have to get in.
Well, as I've told you many times before, man, the college basketball season is entirely too long. Not games wise. I'm talking about months wise. There's no reason 31 games should take 5 months.
But the other thing that you told me is that they now start in October when they usually don't start until Thanksgiving.
No, they start in November.
They started November 3rd this past season. No, but that's too early. It should start earlier than the middle of November. No earlier.
Thanksgiving was
and
it
now
for
the
me?
national championship is April 6th.
In Indianapolis, no less.
April 6th.
Mm-hmm. 4 days have been added to the calendar over time. Because usually it was either April 1st through 4th where the national championship was decided. Now it's April 6th and beyond. And watch, it's going to go beyond that. It's going to go beyond that.
Right.
That's like Joy putting milk in the cabinet and the gallon of milk. It's like Joy putting his cup of milk in the refrigerator and the gallon of milk in the cabinet. That's how messed up this is.
I made this joke.
Listen,
earlier.
I'm trying to drive around Texas Motor Speedway. Why am I catching straight?
Not you trying to drive around Texas Motor Speedway. What?
Look,
never mind.
I'm required to in this career mode.
I made this joke earlier, and since I know Mr. Spivey is not a Carolina Panthers fan or this kid's a Cam Newton fan, but we were talking about different quarterbacks that could help out the Chiefs since Patrick Mahomes is injured, and one of them came up was Cam Newton. Was the elite QB Cam Newton.
Seriously, don't make me hang up. Don't make me hang up.
I think we found the new version of Shut Your Mouth.
They got feel.
Don't make me hang up.
We're not going to make you hang up. We're not going to make you hang up. Jay Spivey joining us here on the program.
Not a serious thought. It was a joking thought.
It was
a joke.
Wait. But if y'all have heard Jay on this program, which is now covering 4 years, you hear how angry both he and I get when that name is mentioned.
Well, I mean, look, when you look at Ivy notes, what were the notes?
When scam is mentioned, I tune it out.
Look,
you know what makes it so funny though? In Jay's time on the program, because Jay joined the program in 2020, so it's almost 2020 is when he joined, or when we were put together while I was still living in North Carolina. The thing that makes me laugh about Jay the most, and I'm not gonna make you hang up, is the person who put us together put the words Cam Newton and elite in the same sentence.
That's why I love that note. I love that particular note out of all of them. I know about the Tar Heel fan base is a wine and cheese crowd.
It's not
Pepper wants attention.
It's not just him. There are a lot of people down here who still revere him.
That still revere.
And what did he
Newton.
do? He had one good season, one truly good season.
Or
and
as
they're
you
talking
say
about him
best,
being in the Hall of Fame. Are you kidding me?
And you said it best, Jay. One good half of a season.
No, actually, the 1 year he did have a really good season that year. But he acted like a fool in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did. And he didn't.
Even I can admit it when he did have a good year. Well, I guess it was 15. I guess that was the year he did. But
15-1.
He did nothing MVP. Otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the first year Jay and I
had a family member who still reveres him, and I told him that they would never win a Super Bowl with him at quarterback. He laughed and laughed and got mad at me and and then when he left, I said, "I told you."
They got there at least.
Did they win? That was my
point. But then Denver showed up.
We is talking about a franchise who is not known for having success, so they trying to get it every time they get
him.
They
one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the history of the league.
You know what? I'll agree with that, and I have agreed with that because I've watched the body of work of Cam Newton from Auburn to the pros, and the only season I can identify where he actually made an impact was 2015.
That's it.
That's the only season. He set a couple of rookie records, but he wasn't that.
Yeah, but he didn't know how to play quarterback. All he did was run the ball.
And he got beat up every time he ran the football.
At that point.
Actually, you're wrong. His injuries came when he was in the pocket, not when he ran.
Oh, he had injuries when he ran the football too, because they would look to pulverize him.
They looked his injuries that really took him out was when he was in the pocket.
Yeah, he did.
When he tried to stand, but by then it was too late. He tried to become a pocket passer way too late, and he got smacked.
Yeah, he tried to be basically established as a Michael Vick type of.
He tried because he was hurt.
Mm-hmm. It's like he tried to do what Steve Young did, and that's make the adjustment from a scrambler to a pocket passer, and he couldn't do it.
All the comparisons.
And then like Playmaker said, that's when the bulk of the injuries hit him, and he couldn't throw because he was injured.
Because he didn't know how to avoid tackles.
He did
didn't
not
know how to slide. He sure wasn't going to attempt to slide.
How many times did we see him trying to jump over people instead of sliding and taking the safe way?
Just get down.
Or run through them.
But
exactly.
It's as you guys just said, the worst coached position is quarterback.
Quarterback.
And unfortunately, I don't think Cam Newton never really tried to like climb the pocket like you see other quarterbacks do. I'm
sorry. Could you say that again, Victor? Did you say climb the pocket?
Do you think he took any coaching whatsoever?
I don't know. That's my observation is no, but I'm just saying.
My observation is the same. He did not take any coaching. Even the year he won the national championship. He was allowed to freestyle more than actually be a quarterback.
Who was the head coach of that team?
Who, the Panthers?
No, when the year he won.
Oh,
who was the head coach at Auburn?
I don't
Remind
know.
me.
Think about it. Name a coach that he had that was really going to tell him how to be a pocket passer. Ron Rivera's a defensive guy. Does he know anything about quarterbacking?
No.
Bill Belichick is a defensive guy. You think he was the one telling Tom Brady how to be a quarterback? No. Who was going to tell him how to be a quarterback?
My guess was right. Gus Malzahn.
And Gus Malzahn. Gus Malzahn won't finna change anything that Cam Newton. That's what he wanted from Cam Newton.
To be the runner.
To be the guy.
To be Roman Reigns.
See, when you say he didn't listen to coaching, who was his coach?
He didn't listen to any coaching ever.
Gus Malzahn didn't. Gus Malzahn was trying to not change the way Cam Newton played. Gus Malzahn knew how Cam Newton is. This is going to take me to a national championship. And look what happened.
That's college. And even in the SEC, which is the best conference in the nation, this is not the NFL. You're going to get pulverized in the NFL playing that way. And he did.
Yeah, he did. But I say, look at Ron Rivera can't tell him how to play quarterback. He's not a quarterback's coach.
Basically, he doesn't have anyone who actually knows the position where they can like give him the tips that he needs to stay alive in the pocket.
Point taken.
Which is hard to do because you need someone who actually knows that particular position to really like.
How many guys in the NFL can you and Jay Spivey tell us right now that are coaches that know the position of quarterback?
Andy Reid.
We just named one.
One.
How many more coaches is out there?
There are actually quite a few.
Kyle Shanahan.
Who is his quarterback?
Sean McVay.
I can't remember his name. Doggone it. I would say the coach up in Minnesota, but I would be lying.
No.
Kevin O'Connell.
No,
not Kevin O'Connell. I would say
he said Minnesota. And he was the offensive coordinator for the Los Angeles
Rams. I said I would say his name, but I'd be lying.
You let J.J. McCarthy be your quarterback. Wrong.
I love this guy. But look, J.J. McCarthy is from Chicago. He played at Nazareth Academy. He's trying to make it in the NFL, but I don't think so. Matt,
you let Sam Darnold walk to keep J.J. McCarthy as your quarterback? No.
Chris Dietz is with us. He said Matt LaFleur can coach quarterbacks. Really?
Was he around Cam Newton? You said Zombie Bay. You said was they around Cam Newton when he was playing?
Packers? Nothing.
Dear Matt LaFleur, you fired.
And guess what? You said this plenty of times, Snowman. By the time he got to Josh McDaniels, he was already done.
Mm-hmm.
You drafted a quarterback when you already had Aaron Rodgers. Why?
This is going to be a fun argument.
It's Green Bay
because it is Green Bay, which makes Tom Grossi very happy. We got to go. My wife's giving me the cue in my ear. We got to go. Jay Spivey joining us here on the program as he does every Monday. The discussions are great and the laughs are louder. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you.
All right, guys.
You suck. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. Be like the playmaker and be the hardest working person at whatever you do. So long, everybody.
You like that? You like that?
Also,
I am too old for this bullshit.
And as far as the NBA goes,
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
So long, everybody.
Take care.